Welcome to the eMRN Hauck Designs Truck Series for ASMR. My name is Overstreet, and see what we can get here going at Pocono tonight. It's just going to be me tonight, so I'll try not to completely botch this. Shout out to Jesse. Hope he starts feeling better soon. And a couple other sponsors to mention: DSD and Butt Kicker for coming on this season. And the Butt Kicker, you got to feel what you've been missing. So we're just finishing up qualifying here. It looks like Todd Cray in the 21 is on the pole at the moment, followed by Clark Genneken and TJ Krober. So we'll see what these guys can do. I know I did a little bit of practice here with a couple of the guys earlier today, and this truck is very much on edge here, especially in all the way through turn 3. Same with the tunnel turns, so should be pretty exciting. Got a pretty decent sized field coming on tonight. Looks like about 29 of us, so should be a good showing here. 30 rather, sorry. So should be pretty good. And 26 so far have played down a lap. Track temp is 81 degrees, so a lot cooler than what I had practiced with, so it might be a little bit more grippy. It's a bit overcast right now with 74 degrees and a 1 to 2 mile an hour north to northwest wind. So pretty fair there. Very, very cloudy tonight. So we'll see if that sun starts poking through at all throughout the race, or if it's just going to stay overcast. Looks and just look at those clouds. So it should be pretty grippy, I would think. But looks like we're gonna start gridding up here. We'll start going down the line. Todd Cray in that 21 got the pole, and then followed by Clark Genneken, TJ Krober in the 45, and Robert Hanrada in the number 8 truck. He's a series regular as well as Clark. Bailey Dutton in the 26, Craig Lerman in the 43, Carlos Ramos in the 90, Darren Clement in the 32, Jake Anderson in the 128, and rounding out the top 10 is Matt McMeekin in the number 4. Still got to get verification on how to pronounce his last name, so hopefully I don't botch it too much there. And then starting P11 is Marcus Smith in that 19 truck. Starting back there, I'm a little bit surprised on that, but and then Nicholas Burlow in the 88 starting 12th. Eric Narowski in the 48 starting 13th. Mike Hamlin in the 28 starting P14. 61 of Daniel Jensen in the 15th spot, and then Mr. Ed Hauck in the number 7 starting P16. Jesse Hedges in the 33 starting P17. Scott Bellum of the Scott Bellum of the 07 starting P18. Andrew Maletta in the 66, 19th. Mr. Dave Gage in the 404, rounding out the top 20. And then the 998 of Tim Wilkin. Aaron Mack in the 31. Asa Spears, good to see him back in the series in the number 9. It's definitely been a while. He's starting P23. And Brian Tarnowski in the number 5, starting P24. Patrick Coro in the 91, Jeffrey Ottinger in the 76, Brandon Benedict in the 16, Mike Morkrid, sorry, in the 46, starting P28, Jordan uh, Jordan DeCola in the 58, starting 29th, and Cody Schultz in the 60, starting P30. I wonder what happened to his qualifying lap. I'll see if I can't get some word on what's happened to him. Maybe he just knocked down the wall at some point in his lap. A couple of people getting EOLs at the start here. Craig Lerman and Andrew Maletta both getting EOL penalties. So look to see those two coming through the field. It's a pretty big field tonight, so they're getting bunched up and we're going to get ready to go. Oh, just kidding. Got a delay of green, adding a lap, so it'll be next time by. But I'm pretty anxious to see this start here. See what Clark can do. He's normally starting first and controlling, so it's not happening today. I do believe that Todd Cray is a teammate, so we'll see if there's some sort of teammate working together going on at the start. And then TJ Krober and Robert Hanrada, see how much they want to play nice. So couple other things here. Good thing we have an extra lap. Lap 20 will be the stage break, and it'll be a 60 lap race. They do have 2 fast repairs and 75, I believe, percent fuel. So not quite full, but pretty close, about 4 gallons short. Looks like they're going through the tunnel turn now. So about another half a lap and we should be going green, hopefully. All right, looks like we're coming into turn 3 here. So hopefully that pace truck makes that hard left turn into the pit lane so we can unleash these truckers. And looks like that is going to happen. Here we go. 21's got him going, and the green is out, and here we go. 27 gets a pretty good launch there. Not quite as good as the 21. They are not side by side anymore. 21 clears the 27. Got a lot of movement down there going into turn 1. Ooh, almost 3 wide. 2 wide. The 27. Oh, the 45 got loose. Nice save. Beautiful save. So did the 128. Looks like the 32, and I can't tell who's on his outside, but going double file with the 4 going into the tunnel turn. 28 is losing a lot of ground here. Started the race in 9th, and he's all the way back in 20th at the moment. Looks like he might be dropping back even further. We'll see here. 21 leads that first lap. Got quite a bit of racing on the track here. They're going to be snaking their way, the front leaders, snaking their way down that front stretch. Typical here. Try and escape that draft as much as possible. 61 on the outside of the 128. He's got a pretty decent run here coming out of turn 1. 998 is looking, but he's a little bit too far back still to make a move. He might just be riding. 61 clears the 128, and it looks like up ahead the 1 and I can't tell who that is. And the 7 of Ed Hauck is running side by side there for almost a full lap. Sorry, the 07 is on the outside there. Still pretty decent double file racing here. Looks like they're going to get strung out here now. Single file for the most part, except for maybe a couple stragglers in the back. Now it's just going to be riding and seeing what your truck can do and what you've got to change to get some of that track position. Try and save a little bit of tire as well, because I know that first 5 laps will feel great, but then they'll start falling off, and that wall will come up real quick on you. 33 is on the inside of the 998 going through the tunnel turn. 998 looks like he's got a nice run. Going to clear the 33. And Mr. Asa Spears is leading the Hornet's Nest back here. He's got a little bit of news from him this week. He, first and foremost, rejoined the series, which is awesome to see him back. And then he also has a little bit of sponsor news, I believe. Total Advantage on his truck. So that's good stuff for him. It's he's pretty quick. Got a lot of learning to do still. He's very fast on dirt. I have raced with him on dirt, and he is very fast. But and he does do dirt in real life as well, I believe. I know that he does do some sort of racing. I'll have to get confirmation on if it is asphalt or dirt, but I believe it is dirt, which would make sense as to why he's so good on dirt. But don't believe that there's any lead changes up front. Still Todd Cray, Clark Genneken, and Robert Hanrada rounding out your top 3. Back here in the back, it just looks like a hornet nest. Nobody really running side by side. Most people are just trying different lanes, trying to find grip. But everybody's, for the most part, single file here. Let's see what we can see about the leaders here. Change views. Looks like Todd Cray is opening up a pretty decent lead, almost a full second out now. Not sure if Clark's just saving tires or if he's just hanging back or what he's doing. Someone in the back of the field just got into the wall off of turn 3. Trying to figure out who that was here. Looks like it was the 76 of Jeffrey Ottinger. So hopefully either him or the 66 of Moletta. Have to look back at some point here. See if one of them has some damage. See what I can do on my end here. Looks like the 66 is clean, so may have been the 76 of Ottinger. Yeah, I can't get a clear shot either. No, he's pretty clean too, so it may have just been a brush from somebody. Have to keep an eye on that turn 3 though. That wall comes up very quickly. And it looks like Moletta is side by side with the 58. Going to pass him on the outside and easily clear that for that position. Looks like 128's moving up the field here. Oh, big wreck. Oh, and they both save it, man. 128 and 61, no caution. They keep going. That was a beautiful save, even though they got into the wall. I know the 128. I know the 128 in real life, and I know he's not going to be too happy about that. But cool heads. You gotta have that cool head to finish these races. got 2 faster pairs, so he's gonna fall like a rock here, most likely, and till that competition car. Looks like we're gonna go back to the replay here, and 61's on the outside. I mean, that tunnel turn, it's really hard to be side by side, and it just looks like the 61 may have gotten loose on the exit, which I have definitely seen a lot of in that practice session I did earlier. Um, yep, that rear end just kind of snapped around on him a little bit. So, well, looks like this is down the Long Pond straightway. So, um, going through the tunnel turn here. Yeah, yeah, oh, maybe yeah, it was a little bit of net code. It looked like maybe he went down to try and side draft the 128 at Jake Anderson. Just a side draft gone wrong with some net code issues. So nothing intentional, it looked like by any means. Just some good hard racing. Other than that, it looks like Marquis Smith is making his way up. Um, in the 19 truck. Looks like he's up to P7 now. I believe that may have been P6 that he just passed, and he started 11th, so he's definitely making some progress. And our last season champion in the Truck Series, Nick Burlow, started 12th, and it looks like he's up to P8 now. So he's making some progress as well through this field. Looks like these 4 drivers are getting single file now. Let's see if can't find some other action here. This is such a big track, so y'all have to bear with me. Real easily to get spread out. Looks like the 61 is on pit road now with that damage. It looks like the 128 is leading a pretty decent amount of cars here. Definitely holding them up with that right side damage. And looks like the 45 is going to go low, try and get around him. And he should easily get by. TJ Krober looks like he is clear in that 45 machine going into turn 1. Ace of Spears as well. Now Brandon Benedict is going to try and make a move. He gets a little bit tight. Goes up the hill a little bit there. Oof. Getting close with that side draft. But that's what you got to do here with these really fast straightaways. Got a lot of long straightaways here. Not a whole lot of corners. Looks like Brian Tarnowski is going to try and clear, and there he goes. Now the 60 as well should easily get that spot as well. Looks like Jake Anderson will fall. See the line here to 24th now, so he's definitely lost a lot of ground. I believe he started P9, so with that damage, it's just such an aerodynamic track with all this speed that you've got to carry going into the corners, and it'll definitely hurt you. Any sort of right side damage will hurt you pretty bad here. But got a stage break here at lap 20, so in about 8 more laps or so. So he'll be able to use a faster pair and be competitive again, so long as he can make his way cleanly through the field. And look who's coming. Mr. Clark Genneken is making up some ground on our leader, Todd Cray, in that 21. He's definitely, I think he was just saving tires there. But if I know Clark, and I do know Clark, definitely is the master at saving tires in these trucks. But looks like he is about 2/10 back now, about 2.5 truck lengths. So I noticed in practice that the closer you got to somebody, minus the tunnel turn for some reason kind of threw a loop at everybody. You actually get loose behind someone to get going into the tunnel turn, but everywhere else it's such a dump truck. Um, these trucks here are very aero sensitive, but looks like he lost a little bit of ground coming up the front stretch there. But that draft should pull him right back up to turn one. So it looks like TJ Krober in the 45. He started third in this race. So I wonder what's happened to him. He's all the way back to P19 now. I wonder if he's got some sort of damage. It's kind of hard to tell with that paint scheme, but I'll do my best here to. Oh yeah, he's got some pretty significant left rear damage. Looks like right on the bumper. So wonder if he got hit from behind. It almost looks like. Right side looks pretty clean, but yeah, I wonder if that spoiler being kind of pushed up a little bit is just hurting him at the moment. Looks like uh, looks like Mr. Marquis Smith and Nick Burlow. No surprise here between those two. They are definitely our biggest movers of the race at the moment, up to P6th and 7th respectively, and started miraculously 11th and 12th. So they haven't really they haven't really escaped one another yet. Nicholas Burlow has just kind of been riding about, 5 to 6 truck lengths back behind him, just enough to be out of his draft and try and find some clean air going into the corners. But it looks like Marquis is just going to tow him down the front stretch here going into turn one. And possibly the 16 may have just brushed the wall there. Brandon Benedict. See if he has any right side damage at all. Yeah, that right rear, hard to tell, but it is a little bit crumbled up there. Nothing terrible, but again, it's hard to say here. Such an aerodynamic track. I think any little bit will hurt you. Looks like he's got a new sponsor on that truck this week. Nice hash. Usually it's just a Budweiser truck, but it's like he picked up a nice little sponsor this week. We may need to update trading paints on the broadcast, but he definitely does have a new sponsor on the front of the hood of that truck. But looking at a couple different angles here, it does look like his right rear damage is a little bit more significant than it looked to begin with. So that's that right side. It may hurt him. We'll just have to wait and see here. He's running P22 at the moment, right in front of Brian Turnowski in the number 5. Hmm. Yeah. And looks like this is going to be the 2-lap mark till the stage. So looks like Clark is still just hanging back there between 3 to 4 truck lengths behind Todd. See if he can get up there and steal another one. He hasn't dominated the race this so far yet, which is definitely a shocker. I thought for sure he would have gotten past the 21 there, but not the case so far. And there is just a gaggle of trucks down here by Marquise. and Nick Burlow. They almost had a moment there with looked like Carlos Ramos coming off of turn 3. Carlos just lost quite a few spots down that in the inside lane. Everybody just freight trained around him. It looks like Nicholas Burlow is getting a little bit of challenge from the number 4 of Matt McMeekin. I don't think I'll ever not screw up your last name, Matt, so I do apologize. um, and looks like going into turn 3. Looks like the 21 should easily get the stage win here. Looks like Todd Cray will get his first career stage win in ASMR in his second career race. So off to a pretty good start here. See if we can't get him in the booth after they make their pit stop. Caution will be coming out after the top 10. Cross the line, and there it is. So it looked like Todd Cray got the stage win there, followed by Clark Genneken, Robert Hanrada, Darren Clement, Bailey Dutton, rounding out the top 5. Marquise Smith got 6th. Nicholas Burlow in 7th. Matt McMeekin in 8th. Eric Norowski in 9th. And to round out the top 10 for stage points, Mr. Carlos Ramos in that 90 truck. So good job, guys. Good job for the most part keeping it clean. Had a couple little tangles, but looked like most of it was just racing incidences. Big break for the 128 as well as the 61. I do believe that the 61 is definitely a lap down. Also looks like Brian is a lap down. And the 31, no. Looks like Brian should get the free pass here, so I believe that there's only 2 currently down 1 lap. Ooh. And it looks like the 31 just pit under closed pits, so that'll be interesting. I do believe that should just be an EOL. So and that may very well be um, planned. Start in the back, miss all the chaos of this restart, and just kind of work your way up. We shall see here. Looks like Tarnowski is just behind the 88 of Nick Burlow, so he should definitely get the free pass here. Lucky dog. Yep, looks like he should. It looks like the 21 will lead everybody down pit road here. See if we can't get a word in with them after their pit stops. But I think we will take a quick vocal break while this pit stop is going underway. All right, and we are back to the ASMR Hauck Designs Truck Series at Pocono, the Tricky Triangle, and I have Mr. Todd Cray, our stage winner here. Not too shabby, man. Second career race and first career stage win for you. Off to a pretty good start.
Yeah, it felt pretty good early. We went a little hard there to see how the tires were going to wear. Tried some different lines. Clark's right there, doing some drafting, and I'm just feeling it out. And now we're just gonna put on cruise control for a little bit, save some tire, and get a good pit stop and see if we can win this thing.
Absolutely, man. So, how content is Clark riding behind you at the moment? Be honest here, because
Nah,
I
he's
feel
not
like he's
content.
not at all.
Nah, he's not content behind me. Nah, he talks like he is, but you know what? That's cool. We race clean and we work with each other. But he's fast. The competition's there, so yeah, it's fun. But
Absolutely.
yeah, we definitely want to win.
Oh yeah, you're off to a good start. So you got the pole and stage win. So one last thing to check off here. Looks like you guys are going to be double filing here, so we'll let you get back to it.
All
But
right,
good luck the
appreciate it.
rest of the way, man. Look
All
forward
right,
to seeing it.
thank you. Where are we at here? What's going on?
I got it. All right, and that was our stage winner, um, Todd Cray, and looks like the 31 is actually the leader now, which is very interesting. I thought for sure he would have gotten an EOL, but huh. Well, either way, he's not dropping to the back, so he must be the leader here. Um, but we'll see how this plays out. Pretty much on equal tires, though. I wonder if the 31 pitted just before the stage break, so that way he would cycle to the front. I bet that's what happened. So it looks like he's on a 4 laps on this run versus 2 for Todd. But it looks like they're double filed. They are ready to go off of turn 3. So we are gonna see how this unfolds here. And the 31 launches. We are green. Looks like they are dead even at the moment. Very good restart by the 21 of Todd. Looks like he's going to clear him going into turn 1. And looks like Clark should clear him. Oh, Clark got a little bit loose there. The truck bobbled. Good heads up on the 31 of Aaron Mack. Oh, big wreck behind him. Truck flipping upside down. Oh, man. That is rough. That's going to be definitely a tow. Looked like a 128 was involved. Mr. Jake Anderson, he definitely towed. Looks like 33 possibly. 33 is definitely the one that went flipping there. Um, Definitely unfortunate, but that's just the mess of these restarts. Oh no, Ed, he went for a ride there as well as the 33. Yeah, looks like Ed just got loose off of turn 1 and round she went. I think it looked like Ed blinked out possibly and I can't really tell. Yeah, I think oh gosh, I don't know. That's weird. His truck just turned dead left like it was almost like he got neck coated or something by the truck in front of him. Well, gosh, yeah, I just man, it's like he hit a wall and it just turned to the left. Man, that's rough. Trying to figure out here. I do believe that Jake will probably disconnect after this one. Yeah, I do believe that Jake will be disconnecting. Yeah, it looks like looks like maybe he did just lock up the rear brakes there. Um, which I don't understand why he would have jabbed the brakes because nobody was in front of him on track. Hmm, that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's real unfortunate. Looks like maybe the 7 may have bounced off the wall, and maybe that's why Jake just locked him up. Oh yeah, that's probably what it was. He just jabbed the brakes probably, and it went left. That's unfortunate. Rough start for that 128 truck. But the one person that did help was Aaron Mack. He picked up a ton of spots here. He fell back to third on the restart there, but I mean, he was running mid to back of the pack for most of that first run. So definitely, it looks like Carlos Ramos got the free pass there, so he will be back on the lead lap, I do believe. Yep, he was only one down, so nobody at the moment is on pit lane. Wonder if sorry, I lied there. The 128 still is on pit road. Looks like he did have to tow, but he's putting tires on it, and truck looks clean. And so is Ed. Ed's leaving pit road now, so as of right now, it doesn't look like anybody is out of this race yet. But very unfortunate for the 128 because I do believe that after that last wreck, he's probably out of fast repairs. So oh, some of you guys' comments, that's pretty awesome there. Oh, Canada Clark. Do it for Bertha. Oh, I love it. That's right. Got some fans up in the audience tonight. That's awesome. Good to see it. But hopefully we can get all these jitters out of the way here and get some more green flag runs in. Yeah, we went 20 laps green, and I mean, cautions breed cautions typically, especially when you got a pretty decent sized field like this. Um, but, you know, that track might be heating up a little bit. Um, no, it's actually down. So I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Yeah, that sun is definitely hiding behind the clouds, and it looks like the track temp's down to 78 degrees. So maybe they're just pushing the envelope a little bit too much there, thinking that the grip will stick. But yeah, we'll see. It looks like they're going to be going back green this time. Everybody's double filed. Looks like Todd chose the outside there for the restart, so Clark will be on the inside. I like the move. I'd rather pinch the guy down if, especially teammates. You know, so most likely going to count it down. Mainly because you don't have teammates behind you, so you pinch him down and clear him. Going into turn one there. It looks like your green flag is out, and Todd gets a pretty decent jump there, actually. He's going to clear Clark pretty easily. 31 did not get a good jump. That toe should carry him back up. Oh, we got 3 wide. 4 wide in the back. Man, brave souls back there. Clark should definitely clear the 32 there off of turn 1. They're going to be single file up into 5th position of 31 there. Ooh, double file. double file through the tunnel turn for a lot of these guys. I know that's always hairy, so good job keeping it clean through there, boys. 26. Looks like he should clear the 60. Ooh, the 66 may have just tagged the wall there. Off of 3. Definitely had a bobble moment. If he didn't, it was close. Ooh, we got a battle for the lead. Clark just took the lead from Todd going into turn 1 there. And then looks like he's going to bring 32 of Darren Clement up there with him. So Todd's falling back to third now. And don't look now, but Mr. Marquise Smith is up in that P4 spot. So we'll see what he can do to get through all these teammates of Clark's to get to Clark. Robert Hanrada back in 4th, just trailing. Got some double wide action coming out of turn 3 there. Possibly, no. 404 thought better of it there. Like he was going to do a 3 wide move there coming off of turn 3, but thought better of it too early. Still halfway to go here. .44. Oh, 66 just tagged. Oh man, who was that? Let's see if I can't get like the 28. No. Let's see if I can't figure out who that was. Ah, 43 of Craig Lerman. Looks like he's got some left side damage there, some scuff. Doesn't look terrible, but we'll see how it does. But looks like the 66 just came down there. They almost met in the middle. 43 was coming up the track off the corner. Just gets tight. But yeah, 66 definitely could have went up another lane. Got him a little bit of slack there, but oh well. To each their own, I guess. But he's definitely going to jump down pit road there, so I might be taking a faster pair. I do believe he is. And this track's big enough. You know, you can easily take 4 tires and not go a lap down depending on where you're running. And that is our halfway point. Looks like we're at 29 to go now, rather, so we've been at just past the halfway point. But yeah. And Darren Clement took the lead from Clark there. So Clark has got to be driving frustrated right now because he's just getting eaten alive by his teammates. Can't catch a break. And a couple of fun facts about Mr. Darren Clement in that 32 truck. He's 38 years old. Hometown is West Monroe, New York. He currently lives in Kissimmee, Florida. Home track is Oswego Speedway. I probably definitely mispronounced that. Sponsors is Bush Beer, my man. Gotta love it. You're already a favorite of mine. And My Wallet and Chevy. So, part of the ECM team, and he just got repassed by Clark. I wonder if that was just let your teammate get up there and lead a lap, which is surprising because he didn't let hardly any of us last season do it. So, oh, looked like was that Darren just got into the wall? Man, that's a tough break. At least you got that extra point there for leading a lap. Yeah, that's definitely pretty bad right side damage. And the 66 just dumped down pit road. So he may either that contact from 43 or maybe he tagged the wall again. But yeah, that's tough. Yeah, it looks like he's definitely been in the wall there, but they don't call this a tricky triangle for nothing. Let me tell you, I'm having some connection issues here at the moment, so just bear with me. All right, let's see. There we go. I'm back. Now the 45 passing the 26 there down low, going into turn 3, coming out of turn 3 rather. And looks like the 404 is going to try and go up there and give him a shove. I'm really surprised that that Dave hasn't been up there yet. He hasn't even broke the top 10 yet today. But he's definitely behind the Hornet's nest right now. But he's making progress, I do believe. I don't recall. Yeah, so I think he started 20th, so making progress. But I know him. He's definitely a methodical driver. Tries to take the safest route. Patience is key, especially at a place like this. As I say that, he does a synchronized rear end kick out there going through the tunnel turn. But he's underneath the 26. Should get a toe. Ooh, big block by the 26 there, trying to clear the 31. Yeah, 31 of Aaron Mack has been in the wall, it looks like, coming off of turn 3 possibly. Got some pretty significant right front damage there. That's definitely going to slow him up. The 45 is taking an interesting line going through turn 1. It's actually running in like the 3rd lane, it looks like there, and making time, getting a pretty decent run off the corner. So be interested to see what kind of tire wear that does. I don't think that many people have run up there, laid down much rubber. So, and yeah, it looks like he's definitely making a comeback. He started 3rd, fell back to 16th roughly before the stage. So he's up to P9 right now, TJ Krober in the 45. So it's good to see him coming back through the field there. And Asa Spears is actually up to 12th now, so he's making a lot of progress as well. It's good to see him moving up through the field in that number 9 truck. But this is a gaggle of trucks here. It almost looks like there's like 3 separate groups of trucks at the moment. You got your leaders, your front 4 guys, and then probably about I'd say probably 5 more in the second group, and then the rest in the third for the most part. And we do officially have our first DNF, and that is unfortunately Andrew Milletta. He has called it a day, looks like. So he may have run out of fast repairs. And Jake Anderson is basically out. I don't think he's on track anymore. Oh, yeah, I do believe he's teammates with the 31, so he may be spotting for him. Or he may just be going and cracking open a beer after that one, which very well could be. Dude can put down some Michelob Ultra, or Mick Golden, sorry. Sorry, Jake, don't bite my head off there. Either way, it's crap beer. That's all I know. But oh, big wreck coming off of the turn 3 there, right at the line. Caution is out. Have to look back and see what happened there, but it looks like the 33 and the 31 were involved. 32's down pit road, so I wonder if maybe he was involved as well. We'll have to get confirmation on that. Oh, it looked like the 33 just came down. Maybe he thought he was clear or tried to block. It's hard to tell. I'll have to get another view on that. Let me see here. Yeah, he definitely came down. I wonder if he tried to block the run from the 31 possibly. I don't It's hard to say. But that was definitely a very abrupt move from the 33. Yeah, it looked like he tried to just block that run. Um, yeah, looking back at it, looked like he was getting tight off the exit of turn 3, um, and it may have just been one of those cases where he was still turning when the straightaway came up, but unfortunate. Looks like he disconnected and just reconnected, so we'll see if he continues on. But big shocker here. Mr. Clark Genneken is up in the lead at the moment, blinking away in front of the 21. You know, all that money he won last season for championship, all the wins. You think a guy would get better internet? I'm just kidding. He didn't really win money, but if he did, he would have definitely won it all there last season. And I just got to give Mr. Patrick Coro a quick shout out. That boy has some amazing painting talent. Him and as well as Ed Hauck. But I really like that paint on his truck this week. It's almost like a retro-y kind of look, but that looks really sharp with them gold numbers this week. So that's definitely kudos to him on that one. Of course, I say that and he misses his stall. Get the sucker award on that one there. It's just the broadcaster curse, as I like to call it. Pretty much anywhere the broadcaster goes, that's where the mess ups happen. But not too bad though. It looks like should probably lose a couple spots, but and looks like the 21 possibly beat out the 27 on pit road. So lead back to Todd. And we're going to take a quick vocal break and give my beautiful voice, a break here. So um, allow me to get a drink of water here while these guys get double filed up. All right, welcome back to the ASMR Hauck Designs Truck Race, brought to you by DSD, best place to get your button boxes and button boxes on camera. Um, so, um, looks like they're going to be getting ready to go green here. That pace truck should be making that hard left turn again. Looks like we've got a pretty decent shakeup here for the front. Craig Lerman, he's going to lead us down to green here, and here we go. Pretty decent launch, but 32 is right at his door. So looks like Craig and Darren both did not pit on that caution, and they're just going to fan out here, possibly 3 wide for second now. Todd just got loose. Oh no, 32 into the wall. That is a huge wreck. I think that all started with the 21. I mean, he just got really loose and checked everybody up. Man, that's tough. These cautions breed cautions. I can't stress that enough. These cold tires are brutal here. That was one thing that I noticed when I practiced earlier with Dave and a few other guys. It's like it just beyond belief the lack of grip for the first lap. Probably one of the worst on the circuit, honestly. But we'll get another look here and see what happened. Yeah, looks like yeah, it just looks like the 21 he got loose coming off of turn 1. Man, that's a hard lick. And more, 16 of Brandon Benedict caught that. I'm looks like I'm gonna have to get some do a little bit of research here because somebody is not running their truck number. So yeah, the 07 was actually his truck number is the 1, but he's actually the 07 in the series. So that's going to take a little bit of getting used to. But yeah, it was just a gaggle there. Cold tires. Yeah, it looks like the 07 didn't have much to do with that crash. Um, just a separate incident there that just instant popped the motor, it looks like. So yeah, taking another look back at it, um, I don't know if I don't know if yeah, yeah. So Todd got loose in front of the 43, it looked like, and then that made the 43 either jab the brakes or uh whatever the case was, where he got loose as well and then just got up into the 32. And that 32 has had some bad luck today. After Clark let him jump in front of him for a couple laps to lead. Ever since then, he's just kind of been involved in a few things, but unfortunate. Um, but see if anybody can rally from this. That was almost a parking lot up there. So coming off of turn 1, looks like Mike Hamlin disconnected, so he is probably going to be done for the day. Yeah, Maletta, Hedges, and Hamlin, and Jake Anderson as well are our 4 that are officially done for the day. So unfortunate. That's going to take a pretty big um, points hit there. But 21 will get an EOL, I believe. Nope, possibly not. I don't think he was actually the one that caused the caution. Yeah, yeah. like the 43 should get an EOL there for essentially causing the caution, and then everybody else involved after. But go figure. Said it earlier, they can't really get away from each other. The 19 is now the official leader, and right behind him, Mr. Nicholas Burlow. They have followed each other all the way from, what was it, 11th and 12th, all the way up to first and second now. So it should be a pretty interesting restart here. We'll see if anybody dumps down pit road, but I don't believe many will. 43 will. Oh, Clark. Nope, he's going to fake it. Almost got me there, Clark. Nice try. Oh, sorry, I am a little bit behind here. All right, just kidding. We are on one to go now. Everybody's double filed here, but yeah. But we'll see what Clark can do here. We'll see what Clark can do here. He's starting P4, it looks like, on the outside. I know he's got to be itching to get back up front. I mean, as soon as he got the lead, he lost the lead. It seemed like so. Be interesting to see what him and Todd can do. Tires should have a little bit of heat in them, so they might have a little bit more grip than that first run or that first initial restart there. We'll see. They're going through the tunnel turn now, so be going back green here shortly. Very interested to see how Nick Burlow and Marquis Smith race each other here. And Mr. Robert Hanrada, usually Robert has been the aggressor in most races that I've seen. He's been pretty tame today. That's definitely unusual for him. And he's kept it off the wall, and to my knowledge, has not made any sort of pit road mistake as the pace car makes that hard left turn. And here we go, Marquis Smith. Oh man, it's like Todd Cray's going to try and make it 3 wide going into turn 1. He's just barely there, but he is there. Marquis should have the run off the corner, I do believe. But Todd is still there. He's going to side draft pretty hard on that left rear quarter panel. Side by side going into the tunnel turn. And Robert, just as I say it, made a pretty big block and they're 3 wide going through the tunnel. They all made it. I don't know how they did it there, but they did. And Todd and Marquis are battling for the lead. It's like Todd's edging him ever so slightly going into turn 3 and should clear him. Nope. Not quite. They are almost dead even there down the straightaway. See if Clark can get up there and help his teammate. And he's going to dip out of line. There he goes. Get up there and try and help his teammate get past the 19, Marquis Smith. If he can get side by side with Nicholas Burlow, that is. And sure enough, I said it earlier, hadn't heard a whole lot about him, and Mr. Dave Gage in the 404 is sneaking his way up there methodically, as I said earlier. Just ever so slightly, inch by inch. So, good to see him back up there, top 10. And it looks like we are coming to 12 to go now. So we'll see what these guys can do as Todd tries to break that draft way down by the pit wall. Try and break it, but not going to prevail. Marquis is right there. Only about a truck length back. This is shaping up to be a pretty decent battle as Robert Hanrada is giving Clark a run for his money at the moment. It looked like they almost made contact going through turn 1. looks like caution is out on the track. Let's see. 9 of Ace of Spears, and it looks like possibly Ed Hauck. It's like something happened back there. And that is Ed's 3rd crash. That's a tow, and yeah, that truck is destroyed. Don't believe he'll have any more quick repairs after that to use there. It just looks like that's hard to tell there. I might have to take another look. Oh, it's a little bit of net code there, but yeah, Ed came down into the 9. Maybe he thought he was clear. It looked like, I mean, he was just barely there. It was probably just a misjudgment on Ed's part, unfortunately, but yeah. Yep, he is definitely coming down. It is definitely net code, though. I mean, there's a solid half a foot there, unfortunately. And of course, you know, Jake's back on track, so he does not uh, disqualified yet. But the 128 just sneaked by there. So Jake is back on track, but unfortunately, that was right in front of him. Oh, man. Who was that? The 46, possibly? I don't know if he got it tagged or not, but that was close if he didn't. Oh, man, that's the worst to see, too. Is a car going to the inside wall and bouncing right back across the track. Doesn't matter any sort of, holding down the brakes. It doesn't matter for that. You get you carry so much speed through that tunnel turn, and if you hit the inside wall, it's like it just bounces you right back across the track, and it officially Ed Hauck is done for the day. Hate to see that. Guys had some bad luck the past couple weeks, or the first 2 weeks rather, and eventually his luck will change here. But you know, can't blame anybody but himself there. And ironically, Ed's the one that pushed for Pocono to be on the schedule. So, if there's any sort of um, funny aspect to it, I guess. But sorry, Ed. But yeah, you should have left Kansas on the schedule, man. but it looks like Todd, or excuse me, TJ Crowbar stayed out, as well as the 48, possibly, of Eric Norowski. So, and and Brian Tarnowski stayed out. We're gonna have a nice little shakeup here. 4 car of Matt McMeekin stayed out. Jeffrey Ottinger looks like he stayed out. Then we've got a few that are so it looks like 32 just stayed out there, but 76 did in fact come down pit road. But Jeffrey might get a penalty there, probably get a black flag, because if he didn't jump down to the pits the first time pits were open and he just jumped down, we're on 1 to go now. So he might get a penalty. We'll just have to see here. But they are double filed up, ready to go for this restart. We're going back to green with 8 laps to go. And I tell you what, this restart right here will be very hairy, in my opinion. The top 6 stayed out, so that's going to put the 21 of Todd Cray in 7th, Marquis Smith in 8th, Nicholas Burlow in ninth, and Clark all the way back to 10th now. You don't say that very often. So I'm going to take pride in being able to say that. All right. So everybody have to give him some crap here. He's I mean, there's still plenty of time, but that's a lot of trucks to go through. And a lot of them only have coming to 8 to go, and I mean, only so just to put it in perspective here real quick, the top 3 have about 13 laps on their tires. A few of those laps are caution laps. Then after that, the next 3 have 8 laps, and then everybody else with fresh tires. As the green is back out, so let's see what they can do going into turn 1 with the 48 and the 45. Pretty well even on the restart, and they are 4 and 5 wide going into turn 1. Oh, who's gonna lift? Oh, Brian. Oh, parking lot. Ouch. Oh, that's too many trucks to call there. Man, it's like the 26 went upside down. Don't know what caused that. I don't know if Brian got tagged or if he just got loose, but man, that's a shame. It's like Clark has a lot of damage there. So does Todd. Oh, yeah, Todd. Well, he came down in front of Todd. Didn't think that he was there probably, and Todd just kind of just stuffed his nose in there. But you know, when you got fresh tires and you got, I mean, it's go time now. You know, you can't lift, so um, you know, I don't really think it was just a racing incident. But tell you what, that was crazy. 5 wide. And what's crazy is the 5 wide wasn't even the issue. So, man, that's a hard lick. I'm really surprised that 21 truck is still running. It's like we're gonna follow the 27 through all of this, see what we can see through his eyes. And this is from the restart. Looks like he's trying to go through the middle there. Loses quite a bit of ground. And then nowhere to go. No, absolutely nowhere to go. Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. That's a lot of tore up race trucks there. And a lot of fast race trucks. I mean, it's have to wait and see where they all end up cycling out at. But this is anybody's game now. This is anybody's race. I mean, you know, it looks like what is it? One, two, three, 6 trucks made it through that. So, I mean, it looks like Coro. I don't even see him on the screen. Oh, P6 right now. So he made it through that. Good job on his part. Um, Pretty clean truck there. And Asa Spears looks like he's up there. He's got some pretty significant damage, and he is a lap down. Man, this. Oh, I tell you what, you never know. You know, it ain't over till it's over, but you just never know. I mean, there's it. Man, that's a shame. There's a lot of fast trucks that are taken out. I mean, they're still rolling. They, you know, most of the fast trucks still had quick repairs, so that's nice at least. So they'll be able to salvage a little bit here. I don't believe that most of them will have enough time. Leader, the 48, quite a bit of front end damage. So we'll see how that plays out once they get up to speed. If they get up to speed, before some green white checkers here. We're coming to 5 to go currently, so I think that'll be the one to go. So we'll have 4 laps to go here when we go green. But yeah, most of ECM is actually mid pack at the moment. It's like actually all of ECM is mid pack and back. Um, Dave's in 13th, Clark in 14th, Todd in 15th, Marquis Smith back to 17th, and Darren being the 4th ECM driver there, is in 21st, and Marquis Smith, he's in 17th. I mean, all the fast guys, they've just flip flopped here. All the fast guys are. Um, Not sure what team Marquis Smith is on. I have to check into that here. But looks like Tim Wilkin just disconnected, so he's done for the day. And the 128 of Jake Anderson, he's back into the pit, so he might be done there. I wonder if I bet he got involved in that. But I mean, he was numerous laps down, so probably just ran a few more laps to try and pick up a spot or two, and then parked it. So we'll see here, but we'll see how this restart plays out. I mean, that 48 still got that front end damage. He didn't get it fixed, so there's one person up there I know that's going to be aggressive. It's going to be Robert Hanrada in the number 8 truck, starting P4 on the outside. Here we go. And Robert's got some damage on the right front, and it looked like he backed it into a pole in the rear. So we'll see what he can do with that. But I don't think that there's many 4 wide back in the pack. I mean, they didn't learn their lesson very much there. They forgot it already, one or the other. But everybody made it through turn 1. It looks like Clark's driving probably pretty mad right now. So he got a shot going down the Long Pond straightaway there from the 90 for that block, I do believe. There's a gaggle. Man, down by... Oh, Dave got dumped by the 19. Oh. That looks like 3 or 4 trucks involved. Yeah, I do believe the 16, he was involved. He doesn't have any fast repairs, I don't believe, left. Yeah, it just looks like the 19 just threw it in there and just completely hooked the 404, unfortunately. 43 was involved. Man, cautions breed cautions, though. Yeah. Dave can't be too happy about that, I don't believe. Yeah. The 19 just carried way too much speed. Well, maybe not way too much speed, but there was a significant speed difference between the 404 and himself. But again, back to what I said earlier, at this stage in the race, you got to go. You can't lift for people. Unfortunately, he thought he had to do that and make that move, and we'll see how it plays out for him. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but didn't take out any of his teammates out of that. And the 43 looks like he got net coated actually, but still involved nonetheless. It's still, excuse me, still stings, But that's, I mean, being in the back of the pack. I mean, that's or the middle of the pack rather. That's the hornet nest, especially late in the race with these restarts. You really got to keep your head on a swivel. So this will officially be the first attempt of 3 green white checkers, and it's yeah, that 48. I mean, he's starting to look like a genius at the moment. I mean, we'll see once we either run out of faster, or excuse me, green white checkers, or once we get up to speed, whichever one happens first, what he can do with that front end damage. But uh, one person that did help was Clark. I mean, he's up to P8 now, so um, we'll see what he can do, if he can keep it clean the rest of the time or not. How much damage he did for the first lap or two that we were under green there. Um, how much damage he did to his tires. But we shall see. I think we're going to take one more quick vocal break before we get going here. And then we'll be right back to finish calling the rest of this race. Hauck Designs Truck Series, brought to you by Butt Kicker. Feel what you've been missing. And looks like we're double file here. Should be going back green. Pace truck should be taking that hard left turn, hopefully for the final time. See if we can't get this very chaotic Pocono race under wraps for the final time. But be interesting to see what we can do here between the 48 of Eric Norowski and Matt McMeekin, the number 4. 48 just got a huge jump on the 4, so we'll see if he can hold that going into turn 1. Looks like the 45 is going to try and draft up to him, but not going to get there. Should get second though. It's like, man, what a gaggle. 48 still holding strong. Number 4 truck is still on the outside of the 45 for the lead, or excuse me, for second. 48's actually pulling away, so see what he can do. Looks like 27. I mean, he's trying, but that's just too little too late, I do believe, for him. 21's going to be pushing him. I don't think he's going to push any issues. Coming to the last lap here, we are on the white flag officially. It is official. Whatever happens, happens. And the 4 truck he's trying to get there. He is doing everything he can. He's about a truck length and a half back to the 48. See if he can get there. He's got 2 turns to get it done. And if 45 is right there as well. And the 20 27 is he's back in 6th right now, so he definitely did a nice comeback coming out of the final corner, turn 3. Looks like the 48 is gonna pick up his first win in the ASMR Truck Series. And we've got a spin, it looks like coming off turn 3 there. Very nice done there, 48. 19. Ouch. He's had a rough day after going through the field very methodically, patiently, just to wreck it a few times here the last couple laps. It looked like he just got dumped by the 61. I wonder what that was about. Huh. Have to take another look here. Oh, yeah, he came down. All right, fair enough. Just one of those things where you just got to shove your nose in there and whatever happens, happens, I guess. Seems to be the trend here in this race. Yeah, I don't believe he's going to be too happy about that. All right, here we go. 48's going to burn it down. See if we can't get some people in. Yeah, see if I can't get the top 3 in for some interviews here. Not too bad though. That did not play out the way I thought it was going to this race. That just shows you just never know. I mean, anything can happen, and it's just one of those things. And 3 guys that normally aren't up front, and 3 new guys rather, even actually 4 technically new guys, if you include Aaron Mack, um, up front, finishing up front there. So, um, Eric Norowski in the 48, Matt McMeekin in the 4, TJ Krober in the 45. So it's nice to see a change in the top 5 there for once. Pocono has definitely hindered quite a few people, though, I do believe. They don't call it the tricky triangle for nothing, though. That is for sure. We'll see if we might just need to pull them up here. I'm gonna go talk to a couple of them here real quick and see if I can't get some post-race interviews. All right, we are sitting by here with the finisher TJ Krober. First off, if I mispronounce your last name, I do apologize.
Now you got it, man.
Um, man, that was a pretty crazy ending to the Tricky Triangle. Tell us a little bit about your race and congrats on that P3 finish there, man.
Thanks, thanks. Yeah, the race started out sketchy. I almost lost her going into turn one at the start there and dropped back to 23rd, but just slowly worked my way back up. And there at the end, I thought we were done for when we didn't pit, and pretty much the whole field behind us did. But
Yeah, it's calamity. I mean, it was a parking lot in the middle towards the end of turn one there, and just looked like a few people got loose up front and checked up most of the field, and the other half didn't check up. So,
is that what happened?
um,
Yeah, I didn't even see what happened. I stopped looking
yeah,
in my mirror and just sent it.
yeah, it's and then the last, I don't know, eight laps or so, it everybody was done lifting at that point.
Oh
You're
yeah,
10 to go. So,
yep,
um, but yeah, man, congrats again on that P3 finish. It's nice
yeah.
to see
Appreciate it.
some new guys even
Yeah, I didn't expect
up
this.
at the
That's for
top
sure.
three. Is there anybody you want to give a quick shout out to?
For all the guys running this, all you guys doing the broadcasting, and my teammate Eric
Absolutely,
in the
man.
48.
Perfect. Well, perfect. We'll be interviewing him here shortly too.
Alrighty,
But
alrighty.
congrats on the P3 again, man.
Thanks, guys.
All right. All right. We are here with Matt. First and foremost, how do you pronounce your last name?
You were broadcasting last week, right? You said
Yep.
McMeekin.
Mc
I was very
McMeekin.
proud of
Okay.
you. Very
All
proud of
right.
you.
Perfect. Because I know I've stumbled quite a few times. It's just one of those names that you got two M's here, and it's, well, three M's actually. So this kind of throws you off when you're trying to call it on the fly. But man, P2 finish out of a crazy, crazy end of a Pocono race. Tell us a little bit about it.
It was just crazy near the end, but everything was good from my standpoint. I got into uh, the 88 truck on pit road the first time we went in, and was pretty upset with that. But I think we both understood that we both kind of screwed that up going in together. So otherwise, just try to stay on my toes, stay out of people's way, race when I had the tires, and just work myself up to E2, medium.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, you did a phenomenal job. Yeah, I just said it to TJ. It's nice to see these new guys coming in, getting a top five here, top three. It's a nice change of pace for what we're normally used to. So, congrats again on the P2 there. One spot short, but season isn't over. It's just begun. Is there anybody you want to give a quick shout out to?
I want to thank Clark, Dave, and Patrick for running ASMR. You guys at the eMRN there, thank you for broadcasting. I'm going to go watch it here. And my teammate Greg Lerman and HRL Motorsports. So that's all I got. Had a great night. I love it.
Perfect, man. Absolutely. Well, good luck next week too, man. We'll keep this this little bit of momentum you got going on. Keep it going. Eric, man, awesome win. I did not think that the tires were going to hold off as well as that front end damage, but you held it off, man. You got the win. How's it feel?
Yeah, man, it feels great. TJ and I weren't really sure about the tires either, but what made us feel a little better, it looked like we had a nice little cushion behind us. The guys that also didn't take tires and pit, but also we are like, this track position is really important. Those guys with tires, they're going to be 3, 4 wide, and the cautions came out like we expected. But yeah, man, what a race. We were talking before, like, top 10. Let's get top 10. We're always about being smart and being clean, and I think it paid off. We're really excited about it.
Absolutely. Well, it obviously paid off. I mean, you got first and third, so but yeah, man, I was really surprised that you know, it the truck held out. I mean, you had some pretty significant front end damage. That front splitter was pretty caved in. Um
Wow,
where
really?
did yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it
I,
yeah.
I paused it right now because I didn't want to hear over myself, but oh, okay. But
Yeah, it I mean, you got it.
well, then I think my teammate TJ there, because I think it was when that 32 had that mishap on the restart and went up to
Mhm.
the wall. I could have dove down, but I didn't know what was going on the inside of me there. So I was like, I can slow up enough. I can slow up enough, and I got the wall with my right side. I got him a little with my front, and so I asked TJ to look at it, and he's like, "Oh, it looks great, man." So that placebo effect
Teammate.
type of thing. Yeah, that's
Yep.
perfect. But yeah, like I felt really good in two. In turn two, three was my worst corner, and that's where everyone was really getting me. I was pretty good in one, but the four was really good that last lap. But he did such a great job racing me, and everyone did. Everyone I was around today, and I really appreciate that, and it was a fun race.
Absolutely, man. Well, congrats again on the your first career ASMR win.
Thank you.
Um, hopefully the first of many here. See if we can't get some people in here to knock
Yeah,
Clark off the podium there for once. So,
there we go.
um, but anybody you want to give a quick shout out to?
Yeah, I want to thank everyone racing here, especially like that four and even the 28 at the beginning of the race. He did a great move to let me in, and I was thinking about that a lot. My teammate TJ, great teammate to have. We're both on the same level mentally about running these races. Thank my girlfriend for allowing me to have the time to do this stuff. But really, you guys for letting us in, and yeah, and you guys for letting us in. You for broadcasting it. It's really cool, man. I thank everyone.
Absolutely, man. Well, I came from a driver to a broadcaster this season. You know, just to take a break, but I've been around since season one. Actually, me and Patrick both made the league, and I'm really impressed with how this season has turned out so far. This is the highest amount of drivers that we've had since you know, day one. So it's really good, and I'm really looking forward to what the rest of the season holds. So other than that, man, like I said, congrats again on the win, and hopefully we'll talk to you again next week.
Yeah, yeah, man. Thanks again for having me here. Thanks for putting this together. You guys do a great job. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right. So that concludes the what I guess would call with the chaotic tricky triangle. That should be the sponsor for this race because it was very chaotic. And other than that, I have to check real quick here where we're at next week. If I can get some help on that. Let's see. Looks like we are going to be at Martinsville next week. So, or excuse me. No, Vegas. Las Vegas week. Sorry, I read that wrong. Just kidding, guys. Didn't mean to scare you. But we'll get a mile and a half in. I scared my own producer apparently. So um, we'll see how it goes. I do believe I feel like I know how that one's going to turn out. But uh, other than that, we shall see you guys next week. This has been the eMRN for the ASMR broadcast.